Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
A lawyer acting for some of the victims of the Grenfell Tower fire have questioned the appointment of 2 experts by the government to ensure that tower blocks are safe in the future.
Well, this is Jolyon Morn. QC told Sky News that the 2 men were tainted by association through their links to advice given to ministers last year. Sky's Jared Tubb reports now.
It's thought the cladding and insulation on Grenfell Tower helped the fire to spread through the windows of flats. Now questions are being asked about 2 of the 4 experts hired by the government to make sure tower blocks are now safe.
I can inform the House today that I am establishing an independent expert advisory panel who will advise the government on any steps that should immediately be taken on fire safety.
A barrister working for some of the disaster victims says he's concerned about panel members' links to previous advice.
It's quite difficult for you then to turn around and say that advice that I gave earlier was wrong.
This research on tower blocks by a firm called BRE was sent to ministers 15 months ago. BRE set fire to cladding and recorded windows being destroyed in less than 5 minutes. BRE told ministers not to worry about an increase in the volume of potentially combustible materials being applied because building regulations were adequate. The research was paid for by the government. The chief executive of BRE is Peter Bonfield. One of the trustees of its parent company is Sir Ken Knight. There is no suggestion either was involved in the research, but both are now on the government's new advisory panel. Ken Knight is the chairman.
I do wonder how it has come to be that of the 4 people appointed to this new advisory board, 2 of them are, to different degrees, tainted by association with advice, previously given advice that we are now suspicious of.
Government-funded work by BRE since the disaster has led to tower blocks around the country being stripped of combustible material, which Peter Bonfield said last week is failing new tests.
We're about looking forward from today and thinking what actions need to be taken to help ensure people are safe in their buildings based on what we know now.
In a statement, BRE said the public inquiry will determine what contributed to the disaster and it stands by its 2016 report. It says Peter Bonfield's position on the advisory panel is pragmatic and Sir Ken Knight was appointed because he's one of the most respected experts in his field. Gerard Tubb, Sky News.
Well, in response to that report, the Department for Communities and Local Government released a statement saying this. The independent panel have a wealth of experience in fire and building safety, including the chairman, Sir Ken Knight, a former London Fire Commissioner and former Government Chief Fire and Rescue Advisor with many years' experience in fire safety.
The panel will draw on wide expertise of other technical experts to inform its advice to government.